What if I told you that thousands of people are sitting at 64 points right now, just 1 point away from an Australia PR invitation, and they have absolutely no idea how to get it? That one missing point is the difference between starting your new life in Australia and watching someone else do it. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how the point system works in 2026, where people are leaving easy points on the table, and the smartest strategies to score higher and get invited fast. Stay till the end, because the last tip I share has helped people jump the queue by months. Welcome back to Aussie Visa Info, the channel where we break down Australia's visa system so clearly you feel like you have an immigration lawyer sitting right next to you. I'm your host, and if you're serious about making Australia your permanent home, you are in exactly the right place. Hit that subscribe button right now because every week we drop content that could literally change the direction of your life. All right, let's get straight into it. The Australia PR point system, officially called the SkillSelect points test, is the engine that drives most skilled migration visas, especially the Subclass 189, 190, and 491. Think of it as a competition. You're not just applying for a visa. You're competing against thousands of other skilled migrants from around the world. The Department of Home Affairs invites the highest scorers first, and the cutoff scores in 2026 have been fierce. We're seeing 189 visas going to people with 85, 90, even 95 points in some rounds. So understanding how to maximize your score isn't optional anymore. It's survival. Let me walk you through the points breakdown so you know exactly where you stand. Age is the first factor, and here's what most people don't realize. This is actually a ticking clock for your application. If you're between 25 and 32 years old, you're sitting on the maximum 30 points for age. Between 33 and 39, you get 25 points. Between 18 to 24 or 40 to 44, it drops to 15. And once you hit 45, you no longer qualify for most skilled visas at all. So if you're in your late 30s watching this video, please don't delay. Every single year that passes could cost you 5 to 15 points. Age alone has ended the PR dreams of so many people simply because they waited too long. Next is English language ability. This one is massive and often underestimated. Competent English gets you 0 points. Yes, 0. Proficient English, which means a score of 7 in each IELTS band, gives you 10 points. But if you can hit Superior English, an 8 in every single band, you unlock 20 points. That's a 10-point difference from one English test. I cannot stress this enough. Retake your IELTS or PTE if needed. 10 extra points from English alone can push you past hundreds of other applicants in the pool. It is absolutely worth the investment of time and exam fees. Now let's talk about skilled employment experience. For work you've done overseas, you can earn between 0 to 15 points depending on years of experience. But here's where it gets really interesting. Australian work experience is weighted much more heavily. Just 1 to 2 years of Australian skilled employment earns you 5 points. 3 to 4 years gives you 10 points. And 5 or more years of Australian work experience adds a massive 15 points to your score. This is why working in Australia on a temporary visa before applying for PR is one of the most powerful strategies in 2026. It doesn't just give you local experience, it literally builds your points while you're living here. Qualifications are another critical area. A PhD from an Australian institution or a recognized overseas institution gives you 20 points. A bachelor's degree or higher gives you 15 points. A diploma or trade qualification sits at 10 points. And if your qualification was earned in Australia, there's an additional 5 bonus points available just for that. So if you studied in Australia and you haven't claimed those points, go back and check your assessment right now. Let's talk about the state and territory nomination because this is where the game completely changes for a lot of people. If you're applying for the Subclass 190 visa and you get nominated by an Australian state or territory, you automatically receive 5 additional points. For the Subclass 491, which is the regional sponsored visa, you get 15 extra points. Yes, 15. This is the single biggest points booster available in the entire system, and yet so many people overlook regional pathways because they have their heart set on Sydney or Melbourne. But here's the reality. If choosing a regional area gets you invited 2 years earlier, isn't that worth it? You can always move later. Many successful migrants have done exactly that. There are also bonus points available that people often completely miss. If your partner is also a skilled migrant with a competent English level and a skills assessment, you get 10 extra points. If your partner has superior English and a skills assessment, that's still 10 points. Even if you're applying as a single applicant, or your partner is an Australian citizen or permanent resident, you still get 10 points. Community language accreditation through NAATI adds 5 points. Study in regional Australia adds 5 points. And having a professional year program completed in Australia, another 5 points. So let's put this together with a real strategy. Imagine someone who is 28 years old, that's 30 points. They have a bachelor's degree from Australia, 15 plus 5, that's 20 points. They score an 8 in every IELTS band, 20 points for superior English. They've worked 3 years overseas and 2 years in Australia, that's 5 plus 5, giving 10 points for employment. Their partner has a skills assessment and competent English, another 10 points. They applied for state nomination under 190, 5 more points. That person is sitting at 95 points. They will get invited, fast. Now contrast that with someone who didn't optimize, same age, same degree, but only proficient English, no Australian experience, no partner points, no state nomination. They're sitting at maybe 65 points and watching invitation rounds pass them by month after month, feeling frustrated and confused. The difference isn't luck, it's strategy. Here's my top advice going into 2026. First, get your IELTS or PTE score up to superior level if you possibly can. Second, if you're already in Australia on a student or work visa, stay and build your Australian work experience. Third, seriously explore regional nominations through the 491 pathway. Those 15 points are a game changer. Fourth, if your partner can get a skills assessment done, do it. Don't leave 10 free points sitting on the table. And fifth, apply for your skills assessment and EOI as early as possible. The SkillSelect pool rewards people who have been waiting, and an older EOI submission date can give you an edge when scores are tied. This is not a race you win by being the smartest person in the room. You win it by being the most prepared. That's a wrap on today's deep dive into the Australia PR point system for 2026. I hope this gave you complete clarity on where you stand and exactly what you need to do next. If you found this video valuable, please like it. It genuinely helps this channel reach more people who need this information. Subscribe to Aussie Visa Info if you haven't already, because we are constantly uploading updated visa guides, state nomination strategies, and real case breakdowns that you simply won't find anywhere else. Drop your current points score in the comments below. I read every single one, and I'd love to know where you're at on your journey. Until next time, keep pushing, keep planning, and I'll see you in the next video. Your Australian dream is closer than you think.